Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before starting the video, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button and give this video a like up. Young and restless Joshua Morrow has a heart-stopping warning for its Shik fans, and teases the problem that will never go away. Young and restless Sharon and Nick may have thrilled their fans by sharing a long-awaited and unexpected kiss in Nice, but won't necessarily translate to a romantic reunion back in Genoa City. Keep reading to find out what warning Joshua Morrow had for Shik enthusiasts, and to learn more about the problem that won't ever go away. After scads of fantasy kisses in Sharon's mind, Nick finally planted a real smooch on her. After their ordeal being locked up together in a storage room at Kane's chateau, having nearly died, Nick asked Sharon to come closer in the aftermath, and the exes shared just enough of a lip lock to get hearts racing in anticipation of more to come. While there may be another kiss at some point, Joshua Morrow, who plays Nick, warned fans of the couple in a recent Soap Opera Digest interview not to get too excited at this point in time, as Sharon and Nick won't be jumping back into a romantic relationship immediately following the kiss. Crikey! How long do Shik fans have to wait? This reunion has been dangled numerous times in various ways, and it always gets pulled away at the last minute, much like the proverbial carrot. Well, the good news is that the actor did confirm things are definitely heading in the right direction. As for the aforementioned problem for the pairing, that, of course, is Nick's connection to Phyllis. As Morrow noted of his young and restless alter ego, he can never completely cut the ties with her, and that's always going to be a problem in this relationship. It sounds to us like Nick and Sharon will make their way back together eventually, but their reunion will inevitably run into issues thanks to Red's ongoing presence. Egad. Do you think Sharon and Nick should get back together or just leave well enough alone before someone else gets hurt again? Vote. For decades, Young and the Restless fans have been enthralled by the epic, roller coaster romance of Nick Newman and Sharon Collins, a pairing so beloved that it's inspired one of the most passionate and enduring fandoms in soap history. Shik. From high school sweethearts to broken hearts, from weddings to funerals, from raising children to burying them, Nick and Sharon have survived every kind of drama imaginable, and yet, according to Joshua Morrow, who has portrayed Nick Newman since 1994, the story of Shik is far from over, but it may not be heading where longtime fans hope. In a recent interview that stunned audiences and set social media ablaze, Morrow dropped what he calls a heart-stopping warning for Shik fans, and teased a deeply personal problem within Nick that, no matter how much time passes, will never go away. Buckle up, Genoa City faithful, because the ride isn't over. If anything, it's about to get bumpy. They will always be in each other's orbits. Joshua Morrow has always had a soft spot for Shik, and his chemistry with co-star Sharon Case is nothing short of iconic. In fact, it's that very chemistry that has fans clamoring year after year for a full-fledged reunion, the kind that sticks. But Morrow, ever the realist, says that while the characters are tethered in a way that can't be undone, there are forces, both external and internal, that make happily ever after for Nick and Sharon elusive. Nick and Sharon will always be in each other's orbits, Morrow says. That's not even a question. They've got kids, grandkids, history, love, pain, it's all there. But every time they get close to really being together again, something, or someone, gets in the way. For fans who followed their journey through affairs, lies, custody battles, and emotional betrayals, that something has become a painful recurring theme. And according to Morrow, that's by design. The writers know how much the audience cares about Nick and Sharon, he explains. They know that you can't just tie it up in a bow. The push and pull is part of the magic, and the tragedy. The problem that never goes away, Nick's inner demons. But what exactly keeps Nick and Sharon apart? Is it just bad timing? External circumstances? Or something deeper? Morrow doesn't mince words. Nick is his own worst enemy. The actor admits that Nick's chronic indecision, his inability to fully commit, to stay true, to trust his own heart, is the central problem that haunts him. Nick has this deep-rooted fear of being hurt again, Morrow says. He's lost so much. Cassie. His marriage. Faith's health crisis. Christian's paternity. And those scars run deep. That fear, according to Morrow, manifests in self-sabotage. Every time he gets close to Sharon, something in him pulls back. Maybe it's guilt over what he did to her in the past. Maybe it's a need to feel in control. But he messes it up. And that's why, Morrow teases, even if Shik reunites in the future, the problem will never go away. Nick has to face himself before he can ever truly be with anyone. The heart-stopping warning: don't get too comfortable. Fans who were thrilled to see Nick and Sharon sharing more screen time recently, including heartfelt conversations, tender moments, and the rekindling of trust, might want to temper their expectations. Morrow issues a stark warning: don't get too comfortable, he says. Just when you think Shik is sailing into the sunset, a storm's going to hit. And what is that storm? Rumors are swirling that an upcoming storyline will dredge up a long-buried secret, something from Nick's past that Sharon never knew about. Morrow wouldn't confirm specifics, but he did hint that Sharon's faith in Nick will be tested, again, and this time it might break something for good. If that sounds ominous, well, it is. Because Morrow also teased a surprise return that could shake things up in a big way. Let's just say not everyone in Nick's past is staying in the past, he laughed. Could this be a reference to former Flame Phyllis? Sage's family? Or even a mystery figure tied to Nick's time away from Genoa City? Time will tell. Sharons Evolution: why she may be done waiting while Nick struggles with his problem. Sharon is evolving in ways that could make a permanent reunion impossible, at least for now. Morrow praises Sharon Case's portrayal of a stronger, wiser, more self-assured Sharon. She's not the same woman who used to drop everything for Nick. She's a therapist now, a community leader. And she's not putting up with anyone's crap, not even Nick's. This newfound confidence, Morrow says, makes Sharon both more alluring and more dangerous to Nick. He's used to being the guy who can come back, say a few sweet things, and win her over. That doesn't fly anymore. In fact, upcoming scenes reportedly show Sharon laying down the law with Nick in a way that shakes him to his core. Morrow says the moment is beautiful and heartbreaking, because it forces Nick to confront his own limitations. She basically tells him, I love you, but I can't keep breaking my own heart. And that's a wake-up call. Could Shik be over, for good? So, is this the end of Shik? Morrow doesn't think so. No. I don't think Shik will ever be truly over. Their bond is eternal. But that doesn't mean they're going to end up together. In other words, the story continues, but not necessarily with a fairy tale ending. Fans have long debated whether Shik is the endgame couple, or if they're destined to be the great love that never quite works. Morrow leans into the ambiguity. I think Nick and Sharon are soulmates, he says. But sometimes, soulmates are meant to teach you something, not necessarily be your partner forever. It's a sentiment that echoes in Genoa City's very DNA, love stories filled with passion, heartbreak, and unresolved longing. Nick's future, a new love interest on the horizon? Adding fuel to the fire, Morrow confirms that Nick may be heading into new romantic territory, and it's someone unexpected. I filmed some scenes recently that definitely surprised me, he says. Nick's going to connect with someone he didn't see coming, and neither will the fans. Naturally, speculation is rampant. Could it be Chelsea again? Sally? Or even Audra? Morrow remains tight-lipped but admits, it's going to complicate things. Big time. And it'll force Nick to really think about what he wants, and whether he's been chasing something he can never truly have. The message to Shik fans: hold on. But don't hold your breath. In the end, Morrow's message to fans is clear and cautionary. Hold on to the love you have for Shik, he says. Celebrate the history, the journey, the connection. But don't hold your breath waiting for that happy ending. Because life, especially in Genoa City, doesn't always work out that way. He adds, with a grin, then again, you never know. Final thought: the legacy of Shik. Whether or not Nick and Sharon reunite, the legacy of Shik is cemented. Few couples in daytime, or any genre, have the kind of emotional depth, shared trauma, and unwavering loyalty that defines them. Joshua Morrow knows that, and he cherishes it. I've been lucky to play this role for over 30 years, he reflects. And the connection with Sharon, both the character and the actress, has been one of the most meaningful parts of that journey. It's a gift. And I think the fans feel that, too. So as the next chapter unfolds, with new twists, old wounds, and impossible choices, fans will be watching, hoping, fearing, and loving Shik just as they always have, and maybe, just maybe, someday that problem will be solved. Or maybe, it's the problem that keeps the story alive.